Hi there, this week we're going to look at the all-elusive top line and how to build that in your horse. So the top line refers basically to the top border of the horse's body, neck, wither, back, loin and croup. If you're looking at the horse, this should follow like quite a smooth outline with no dips either side of the spine, and the back should look strong and supported. If your horse doesn't look like that on its top line, then it's probably time to work out why this is so and look at ways to correct it. The horse's top line is made up of both fat and muscle, and obviously the best way to build a top line is simply not to make your horse so fat that it looks smooth. We want muscle and supportive structure. So a horse with a healthy weight really needs to be able to build muscle to provide that top line. So why is the top line so important? I don't know, if you show your horse, it might be because the judge likes the look of it better, and it is much more aesthetically pleasing, but the real reason is to strengthen the horse's back and enable that back to be as strong for as long as possible and increase the longevity of its ridden career. So there are a few steps to getting a good top line. And the first thing people normally ask is, what do I feed my horse to give it a good top line? The first two steps in this are steps that I think people miss a lot. And if you haven't seen my video on macros, please go back and review that because I think it'll give you some really good ideas. But step number one is your horse simply needs to be getting enough energy. If your horse is underfed or not receiving enough energy, it will dip into its reserves of energy and utilize that, and it will in fact start breaking down the muscle in the top line. Number two is protein. Not only does the horse need the right quantity of protein to be able to build that musculature, they need a good quality of protein. If you haven't done so, it's a really good time to go back and review my video on protein. So once you've reviewed energy, have a look at your horse. Is it getting enough protein, and is it getting enough good quality protein? Another way to use your protein is to strategically feed protein after exercise. Step three is balance your horse's overall diet. It needs the right level of nutrients. There's no point looking at this balance and getting caught up in micronutrients, however, if you have not made sure the horse has enough energy, so enough digestible energy going in and enough quality and quantity protein. Of course, here is where some specific supplements really do come into their own. So it can sometimes be a great way of providing that quality protein in small amounts, but unless you have looked at step one, energy, step two, overall protein, then these supplements are just going to be a waste of your money. Step four is check for pain. Any pain, particularly in the back area, will cause the horse to use compensatory muscles and not the correct muscles that you need them to use to build that top line. In fact, if the horse is in pain in any area, it really can upset the use of its muscles as it compensates, and you're not going to get that beautiful top line that you're looking for. Under that pain umbrella also comes saddle fit, because if your saddle is not fitting correctly, pinching the horse, causing it pain in any area, you will still get the same response. Compensatory muscles perhaps hollowing and the wrong muscles being built instead of the correct ones. Step five is, of course, exercise. Bear in mind that exercise conditions a muscle, it does not build muscle. For a horse to build muscle, it needs the correct amino acids and nutrients. But correctly working and exercising your horse will really assist to build that muscle correctly. Now, there are plenty of places who provide great exercises for building top line. Feel free to link to those in the comments below to give people a bit of an idea, or better still, just put in your favourite exercise that you like to use to build top line effectively. Thanks for listening. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. subscribe to the channel, and if you're a new viewer and you haven't received my free preventative health ebook, pop on over to my website www.kazadhansequestrian.com, fill in the pop-up form and you will be sent an ebook.